Alrighty, everybody. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back here to another live. So we're doing a bit of coverage here today. We actually have a little bit of a tornado threat, along with damaging winds, and of course a continuation of our uh, winter storm that's going on here at the moment. But anyways, everybody, I hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is hanging in there. I know it's been a pretty crazy storm here, so. But anyways, it's good to see you guys. Hope everyone is doing good. So we have ourselves a bit of sleet and stuff like that going on out here by like Kentucky. So we're gonna start here. We have a little bit of sleet, freezing rain that's ongoing here. It's starting to kind of break up here on the back end. And actually, if I hop you guys over here to the current radar, which we're gonna do here right now. So let's hop over here to MRMS. We'll hop over here to reflectivity, and we'll go to precipitation type. So this is like the current radar of what is currently going on at this moment. And you can actually see we do have a pretty nasty little line developing here out by the western panhandle of Florida, as well as like southeastern Alabama here, going up into areas like western Georgia. Catwoman says, "Is there snow chance next week for South Mississippi?" I really haven't seen anything significant on the models. I don't think we're gonna have anything really to be, concerned about right now. I was actually looking at the models earlier to see if there was any other systems, and nothing really caught my eye. So, as of right now, I wouldn't hope on it personally. I think it's a little far out, if anything. But anyways, yeah, we do have ourselves a pretty nasty little line developing here. And if we pop up the Storm Prediction Center here, we actually do have, let's see, for day one, we do have a slight risk today, across some of the regions here of southwest Georgia, across portions of Florida, southern Alabama. In which, we actually do have a 5% tornado threat that, is ongoing at the moment here. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on it. We'll make sure that, nothing happens. I mean, as of right this moment, we do not have any severe thunderstorm. Oh, actually, never mind. I lied. We do. Apparently, we do, actually. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning here for Abbeville, out by Ozark here in southeastern Alabama. Here, let me clear up some of these warnings and stuff, or these watches and stuff, because there is definitely quite a bit of, things just kind of in the way here. So let me clear that up just a little bit here. We'll remove the frost advisory and extreme cold warning as well. So now we should be able to see it a lot better. But anyways, yeah, we do have ourselves a severe warning up by Ozark. Let's see here. Aridton, I think it is, and Abbeville, here southeastern Alabama. This is for a tornado possible tag. So we do have that. But also the potential here for 60, or we are expecting 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts on the storm, and maybe even some hail up to 0.75 inches. Now, it looks like we got a new warning, actually, for, a little bit here of the panhandle of Florida, including areas like Paxton here. We do have Samson and southeastern Alabama, Samson, Enterprise, Ozark, Abbeville. The Abbeville one's from that other one we just talked about. But you can definitely see we do have another warning in effect here as well. This one's also for the same thing, just 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here and potentially some hail up to 0.75 inches in diameter. So, decent little storm here. Free Thank You says, "Hey, Andrew, what's up? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well." Kala says, "Good afternoon, Andrew, and everyone else." What's up, Kala? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. But anyways, yeah, we'll definitely we'll definitely keep an eye on that line here. Now, in terms of snowfall, I mean, obviously we still have a really, still quite a bit of snow that's ongoing here. If we do hop to our current radar on the other view, this is currently kind of what the storm looks like as of right now. I mean, you can kind of see how the snow and stuff like that is starting to slow down, kind of towards the Midwest and the Ohio Valley, the western Ohio Valley. It shouldn't last too much longer out for areas like Illinois, Indiana. What you guys have gotten now is mostly what you guys are going to be getting total. There is going to be a little bit more accumulation while the snow is overhead, but it won't last too much longer before all of that does move out. Anyways, but we do have a lot of ice going on right now out by like Virginia, a little bit of Kentucky, West Virginia here. We have Maryland, New Jersey, bits of Delaware, as well as southeastern Pennsylvania. You can see we do have a lot of sleet going on here in this purple color, and a little bit of freezing rain, popping in here as well, across where the pink areas is. But And you can definitely see where some of the heaviest, of the snowfall is currently, which you can see a lot of that is really starting to roll its way in towards the northeast here. And you can see that New England's really starting to get quite a bit of snowfall out there. Like New York City, just a lot of the Northeast here in general is really starting to get in on a lot of the action. Then, of course, we work our way to the south, and once again, we have a bit of rain going on throughout like Alabama. I mean, the temperatures at the surface are now above freezing, so nothing's going to be freezing on this here for the most part. As well as, of course, the line we were just talking about here with a little bit of severe weather today for southern Alabama, southern Georgia, and portions here of western, the panhandle of Florida here overall. So, anyways, let's see. What's up, Zach? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Callis says we got snow finally in Cincinnati, but no way did we get predicted 8 to 12 inches. We're lucky we got 6. Maybe haven't been out in it too cold. I got you. Yeah, I mean it's not going to be perfect. I mean there is a pretty good amount of reports here. I'll bring you over to out north of Cincinnati. Apparently out by I have no idea where was this Mason. We have reports of 8.3, but look at this. If we go up by Dayton, Ohio, we actually have reports of a foot. We have one report showing 12 inches, and we have another one showing 13.3 inches. So, I mean, the heavy snow line just happened to probably go a little bit north of you, but still, I mean, it wasn't that far away from you getting a lot of the heavy stuff. Let's see here. Zach says, how is Parkersburg, West Virginia? Let's see. It was snowing. We have like 5 inches, but it's sleet now. Then more snow is coming. Gotcha. Well, let me pull up Parkersburg for you. I'll look at it and see what we got going on here for you. So let's throw in Parkersburg here. All right. So you're under a winter storm warning. Additional accumulations up to 1 to 3 inches, and ice accumulations around 1/10 of an inch is still what we could expect here. It looks like Parkersburg area. You're kind of right between the snow and sleet line here, honestly, from what it looks like. So, yeah, you're definitely kind of in the middle of this. I mean, honestly, you're not far from some of the rain from what it looks like here. Let's hop back over to this panel. So there's Parkersburg right here. You're literally narrowed right between the rain and the snow. And you're kind of in the sleet line here from what the current radar does suggest. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and throw up the surface temperatures just so we can kind of see what we might be, seeing in form of current temperatures and stuff. In which it looks like it's right near the freezing point, if not slightly above. So if it's above freezing, then then you're probably not going to have anything really sticking or a significant amount staying on the ground here. Now, because of this, I mean, yeah, you're probably just seeing a bit of sleet right now. So definitely keep an eye on it. But I mean, you guys saw what the Weather Service said, so you could expect maybe a couple more inches possible. Let's see here. Slowly melting, but will freeze again. Gotcha. Yeah, I can kind of see that. It looks like out there by you guys, we are just slightly above freezing overall. So, excuse me. Callis says Cornerstone Chapel wasn't on this morning. Let's see there, Leesburg, Virginia, and this ice storm. Why? Hold on. Cornerstone Chapel wasn't on this. What do you mean by that? What is Cornerstone Chapel? Is that an area or? Let's see. They're in Leesburg, Virginia. Is the ice storm? I'm not really sure what you mean by that comment, to be honest with you. Like I said, a lot of the Mid-Atlantic here is starting to transition into ice. I mean, we started out as snow. We're now going into ice, if that's what you're talking about. And if we hop over here, you can see. And the reason why is because we have a little bit of a warm layer in the lower atmosphere. So while the surface is really cold, we're talking like the teens and the 20s on the surface here. You go up a couple thousand feet in the air, we're talking like maybe 2, 3, 4,000 feet up in the air. So the temperatures actually go above freezing, which the snow that starts falling in the mid-atmosphere starts slowly falling, and once it hits that boundary of which the temperatures go above freezing, it melts into water droplets, it falls, and then in this case, since the temperatures are so cold on the surface, it actually manages to refreeze just before hitting the ground, making this cause a lot of sleet, just little ice pellets here. I think that's what you were trying to talk about, but I'm not entirely sure. All right, what's up, Samuel? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. What's up? Yakno, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. But anyways, so definitely, definitely. Yeah, no, your comment just came through on my notifications here. Which, yeah, I don't know what YouTube did on that one. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, dude! There ain't no way! Holy cow! We have a 20 coming in from Free Thinking. Thank you so much, my friend. Holy cow! Look at this. Big shout out goes to Free Thinking saying, "Hey Andrew, do I think I should look out for the tornado warnings as much as, or say as much? Hold on. And how much wind should I expect? Please and thank you." First of all, thank you so much for that. That is really nice of you. You did not have to do that. So honestly, looking over here, at the risk here down towards you, if we were to bring up the day one outlook here, we do have a level 1 severe weather threat. The good news is that the tornado threat's actually just south of you. So the odds of you getting a tornado is not really expected. So you should be fine. The main thing that you got to look out for is maybe a little bit of gusty winds. I mean, we do have a little 5% chance for damaging winds out here. So we'll have to keep an eye out there for that, which, we could see a few gusts, maybe upwards of 60 miles an hour within the storms itself. Now, if we were to hop over to the models, just talking generalized winds here, which we'll go ahead and bring up for you guys. So if we were to pull up, like, say, the HRRR, we pull up our surface here, and we'll go to accumulated max wind gusts. Now, we'll see what the model kind of projects, what the generalized winds could essentially look like here. In which, it doesn't really seem like we're going to be seeing anything significant. Maybe some gusts upwards of 20, maybe closer to 30 miles an hour possible. Now, areas down towards, like, the panhandle of Florida, as well as, like, southern Georgia, southern, just south of you, we could pick up maybe 40, 50 mile an hour wind gusts, generalized winds here. But, you got to remember, on the storms, there could be, an instance where we could have some damaging winds, maybe upwards of 60 miles an hour being possible. So that we got to keep an eye out there for. But once again, thank you so much. That is just greatly appreciated for the 20. You did not have to do that, my friend. That helps me out a ton. So thank you so much for thinking. Kala says, let's see, my church service. Okay, I got you. YouTube didn't alert me. Apparently, it wasn't on today. Yeah, YouTube alerts kind of suck. I ain't gonna lie. I really think that it's selective on YouTube. I know they probably say it's not, but I really don't think that they really alert everybody who has their notifications on, which I don't understand it personally. It's something weird with the algorithm. But anyways, but seriously, once again, thank you so much. Everything says, welcome Andrew in chat. He deserves it all. Well, thank you. Seriously, you did not have to do that, my friend. That really means a lot to me. Really helps me out a lot. All right, so here's what I'm going to actually do, you guys. I'm going to bring up some live cameras here. What state should we look in? Now, we do have, like, Pennsylvania. We can look at, maybe New York State, possibly. I do want to pull up a big snow cam. So let's try Pennsylvania here. See if I have any live cameras out in Pennsylvania, which I believe I did, if I'm not mistaken. There's some states that have good coverage, good cameras that I can pull up, but then you got others that are really not the best. I think Pennsylvania is one of the states where we do have a pretty good amount of camera coverage, which absolutely we do. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the cameras on this panel here. And let's go ahead and see where we can look for, first here. So let me pull up the this view again here. We'll pull up the current radar, MRMS, reflectivity, and precipitation type. So it looks like we're getting a lot of heavy snow right now up in Pennsylvania. So let's go somewhere out by, I don't know, let's go out by like Williamsport area. Let's just see kind of what the current conditions do look like at the moment. We're not going to go exactly towards Williamsport, but we're going to go nearby. So here is a live camera. You can't really see a whole lot on it, but it definitely looks like it's whiteout conditions here. I mean, you can see there's really not much visibility. Obviously we see a lot of snow on the ground here, so I mean it's definitely coming down pretty good. I want to see if I can't find maybe like a little, like a little intersection or something like that. Here, we'll try this camera, or maybe even in. Oh, look at the plows going by. You can see them. Wow. Maybe even like a little town camera we could look at, just where it's maybe a little bit easier to see. Let's see here. Oh, here, this might be a good one, maybe. Yeah, this really shows you kind of how the conditions are. You can definitely see the snow. I mean, it's pretty wide out conditions. Oh, look at that snowplow. They are all out. There's two of them. Look at that. They're everywhere. Goodness. So we went one coming down this way, and then we have one going down that way. Oh my goodness. Yeah, conditions do not look very good out there. Definitely, definitely not. What's up? Is it Kaiser girl? Kaiser gal? Is that how you say your name? I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right. Saying hello. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Samuel says tree. Tree on ice. Do you mean ice on trees? A tree on ice in Vicksburg, Mississippi. I got you. We'll be careful out there. Don't go traveling in that stuff. You know, it's not very good. Let's see here. Let's see here. But anyways, but that's that. But yeah, you can see definitely. I mean, it's coming down really, really good here. Let's see if we can't find maybe another camera to look at here. Maybe we'll pull up like go up a little bit more to the north. Let's go up by Scranton. Let's see what Scranton's dealing with. This should be a better camera maybe. Unless it's covered in ice, which it looks like it is. It's like half covered in ice, but you can kind of see some of what's going on out there. Goodness. Let's see here. Let me pull up maybe another camera nearby. Ooh. Yeah, these roads are just covered. I mean, look at it. You can hardly even see where the road is. I mean, it is just all covered. And then you still got people out there driving in this mess. It's like, I would not recommend doing that. That is not really a good idea. You know, it's not really smart to do that, to be honest with you. I mean, going out and whenever there's a lot of ice and snow, these areas are more snow than ice, but still, I mean, even snow is not really safe to be driving in all the time, you know, especially with the accumulations that we're going to be seeing out here. I mean, you know, parts of Pennsylvania is going to be seeing like over a foot. I don't know about Scranton specifically. Here, let me pull up Scranton real quickly. Let's see. Scranton's in the warning for, I mean, yeah, 10 to 15 inches. I mean, I know a lot of Pennsylvania has at least a good foot in the forecast here. But yeah, I mean, Scranton's no exception there. I mean, it's definitely coming down pretty good from what it looks like. Yeah. Here, let me see if I can't make this a little bit better for you guys. I mean, I know it's not perfectly in line, but you can kind of see it maybe a little bit better there. But anyways, but like I said, guys, if y'all have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I'll be more than happy to help. You know, obviously we have a lot of people who's covering this right now, which is definitely good. But we'll definitely, like I said, we'll definitely keep you guys up to date with everything as well. Here's some more cameras. This one's in southeastern Pennsylvania. You can still see a lot of people out. Roads look absolutely terrible. Looks like there's snow everywhere still. That's actually closer to like Philadelphia, or that is in Philadelphia here. We'll try maybe like one of the interior cams. There you go. So you can kind of see in the city here kind of what we're you know, what we're dealing with here. Let's see here. Caden says, how much, or can I see how much has fallen and how much more we could get in Ohio? Yeah, I got you. Let me pull it up here real quickly. We'll hop on back here. So you're in the winter storm warning. Let's see, so additional accumulation between 5 and 7 inches is what the Weather Service has out there by you. You're just west of Cleveland here. Now, whenever it comes to, I can try to pull up some reports. It looks like out there by you guys, the closest report I see is south of Cleveland, up by Chippewa. Is that how you say it? Chippewa Lake, with 9 inches. Now, it could be a little different out there. I mean, it'd honestly be better if you could just go out there and, you know, measure it yourself with a measuring stick or something like that, you know, if you have one. But yeah, the closest report we have is pretty far away from you, so it could obviously be a lot different from there. But anyways. All right, let's see here. Free thing it says, Andrew, can I check on Boston from you real quick? Of course I can do that. Let's hop on over here. So Boston, you can obviously see that we're really starting to get a lot of the snow at this point in time. You know, it's been snowing for a little bit in Boston. We're definitely getting some pretty heavy snow at the moment. If we hop on up here, though, we'll go up towards Boston just to see what the winter storm warning says. So definitely quite a significant amount here. So they do say that total snow accumulation between 12 and 20 inches is expected. Locally, higher amounts of 20 to 24 across northeast and western Massachusetts are possible. That's pretty crazy. So definitely seeing quite a significant amount of snow. Now, if we hop on over here to the snow reports, here, let's see if we have any reports coming on out there. It doesn't look like it, but look at the heavy snow. I mean, we're in the purple, which that's telling us that the snow is falling down in pretty big flakes, more than likely. Given that it's high echo return. Um, Definitely pretty active there. I do actually have a let's see. I do have actually another site I could probably pull up here. Let me do that real fast. Here, we'll pull this up. I think I have a snow report map here. I should be able to pull this up. Here we go. Here's snowfall reports in the last 24 hours. So we should have a lot of reports coming in here. Let me pull that up. Okay, so let's bring you guys over here real quickly. So this is the total reports that we've been seeing here. Let me maybe centralize this a little bit better so you guys can see that. I don't want that side panel. Here, let me just maybe it keeps on popping up. Come on, man. Guess there's nothing I can do about it. But anyways, I mean, we're definitely seeing quite a bit. Out there by Boston, it doesn't look like we really have much reports as of right now. But I mean, you can kind of see what the totals look like around the area. Let's see. It does show the time. This is 12:18 Eastern. Here by like DC area, we've gotten maybe about 4, maybe 5 inches or so. Yeah, definitely kind of on the lower amount out there by like the DC area from what it looks like. Because I know in the models, in the range we were talking about, we were seeing possibly, where we could see, potentially, over 6 inches, maybe 6 to 10 inches, higher amounts possible, like upwards of 14. But it seems like for the most part, they've mostly just gotten a lot of sleet. Seems like the sleet is really big right now for, a lot of you guys. It seems like it's been going on almost since like 10 this morning, maybe a little bit earlier for like Northern Virginia and the DC area. So. Anyways, Kyla says 2 feet would be almost to my hips. Let's see. Yeah, it's a pretty good amount of snowfall. There was actually a snowstorm when I lived back in Prince William County back in 2016. Actually, it just hit the anniversary of it, not just a couple days ago. But there was a storm that we had 10 years ago that dropped like 2 or 3 foot out where I was at. Prince William County, we had like well over 20 something inches. I mean, we were talking a ridiculous amount of snowfall that we had. And at the time, I mean, obviously I was a little bit younger. I would have been 14 at the time, in which, the snow was up to my waist. It was ridiculous. It was pretty crazy. I mean, I wasn't really that short, for that age either. But it was just such a big snow that it was literally right up to my waist, which is absolutely crazy. But anyways, yeah. So like I said, guys, here's the current radar view. Kind of a big picture of what everything looks like as of right now. Once again, obviously we do have quite a bit, of heavy snow really starting to work its way into, the Northeast at this point in time. So definitely we are dealing with a pretty good one. Let's go ahead and pull this back up. So you can see that, a lot of the heavy snow as of right now is falling throughout these states here. So obviously we have most of the heavy stuff out by like, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, bits of Vermont, New Hampshire, starting to roll into Maine, it looks like. We obviously have Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, a little bit of northern New Jersey really in that. And then you got a lot of ice, currently falling out here, specifically by like central southern New Jersey, like southeastern Pennsylvania. We have Delaware, we have Maryland, and of course Virginia here, where we have a lot of that. And from the way it looks, you can actually start to see we have a little bit of warmer air over here, which is actually just allowing for straight up rain to fall. These areas here is actually where the temperatures are, slightly above freezing. So whatever's falling as rain, will stay as rain essentially until it all freezes over again, tonight, which is going to get super cold. So anyways, let's see here. Tech says, yep, we were starting to get that pour down wintry mix here in what is it, McDonald? McDono? Oh my gosh, I suck with names, dude. But yeah, it's definitely we actually have a little bit of activity like freezing rain going on down there. Oops, down in southern or northern Georgia here at the moment. Let's see here. See, I grew up in that kind of snow. I couldn't do it now. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. It really is. All right, let's see here. severe thunderstorm warning and tornado warning for South Mississippi. Really? No, there's nothing going on severe weather-wise in South Mississippi right now. But we do have that line going through here. Let me pull up the current warnings here. We do actually have a tornado warning here for Florida. I probably should bring that up here. Let's hop on over here. This includes Defuniac. Oh, it's not funny. How do you say this one? Defuniac Springs and Ponce de Leon. Is it Ponce de Leon? I'm sorry. I'm not naming today, y'all. I'm doing bad. So, anyways, we have a tornado warning in effect for these guys. This is a radar indicated threat. So let me pull up radar. Let's hop over here to. Luckily, we have a radar like right here. So if we hop over to velocity. Yep, definitely we got it going on right here. So this is out by Piney Grove, out by Liberty, Sand Hill, out by Center Ridge, Pleasant Grove, Union, let's see, Coburg, I think it is, Walken, Dixon, Alpine Heights, Argyle, Ponce de Leon, Douglas Crossroads, Knox Hill, Bayou Crossing, Bounds Crossing, and Hickory Hill. You guys are in that one. So tornado warning in effect for the next 32 minutes. Here, let me pull up CC real quickly to see if we have anything on the correlation coefficient. Doesn't look like we have any debris signature or anything like that. So that is good. But just see, like I said, make sure you're in your safe spots out there. If you have a, if you're in a, or if you have a basement or a storm shelter, which a lot of people in Florida don't have basements, really, or storm shelters. So it'd be recommended that we, just go indoors into the interior portion of a sturdy building. Let's see here. Gala. Absolutely. What's up, Crystal? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you. But yeah, we definitely got to keep a close eye on this one here. Like I said, luckily we have a radar like right next by. Also, we do have a pretty big severe thunderstorm warning in effect here too. Out there by like Mossy Head. This is in Florida. Gaskin, Glendale, Darlington, Leon. I can't even talk today, man. Southeastern Alabama, out by Coffee Springs, Samson, Enterprise, and Daleville. We have this severe thunderstorm warning in effect here, which we are seeing 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there. We do have a tornado possible in that one there too. So, anyways, also we have another one up in southeastern Alabama, out by Abbeville, Ozark, and Arrington, I think it is. Which this one, 60-mile-an-hour winds in Penny Hale in that one. So also tornado possible tag on it. So yeah, we got to keep a close eye on this line here. I mean, it's certainly going to be a little bit of a concern. And obviously that one tornado warning, we got to keep an eye out there for it. Let's see here. The Tech Junkie says, "Hey bro, what's going on?" And Willa, I have no idea how you pronounce that one. I'll pull it up for you though. Let's go and hop our way over here to that. All right, so you, my friend, are over here in. You're kind of in southern Georgia. It doesn't look like we really have anything going on out there right now. However, later on, we do have that line that eventually will kind of roll through, which we'll keep an eye out there for. Like if I bring up the models here, we'll pull up the let's see, precipitation. We'll do I guess we'll do precip type, but you can see at some point. Let me hide the current radar for a minute. So let's go ahead and hide that. Actually, we'll just remove that in total. You can see that the line eventually will work its way out there. Later on this afternoon, kind of early evening is whenever you're going to be kind of seeing that. I can't really give you a specific time because models are a little iffy per se. They definitely can be on the timing. But it'll be, later on, pretty much early this evening, you'll be getting that. So, but right now, it looks pretty clear for you. All right, let's see here. Crystal says 12 inches of snow so far and still snowing. Good. Gotcha. Wow. Enjoy your snowfall, my friend. Samuel says, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, no problem. Let's see here. We sure enough appreciate you, brother. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for that. I really, really appreciate it. And like I said, guys, if y'all have any questions or anything, feel free to just to let us know. We'll be here for you guys. Looks like we just got some special marine warnings off of Fort Walton Beach area. So that's for a lot of the boaters who's out there. So recommended to, come back to shore before you get the line, or just try to get ahead of it. Basically, just stay out of this area, or just be cautious because we have some pretty nasty weather. Probably water spouts too, huh? Yeah, water spouts and wind gusts up to 40 knots there. Ooh, hold on a minute. Uh-oh, that's not good. This just went confirmed. Okay, so that tornado warning we just talked about now is confirmed. It is now a tornado on the ground, according to the radar. They say it's a radar confirmed tornado, meaning that the radar picked up debris or something. But yeah, we do need to be in our shelters out here once again. Here, let's hop back over to this panel. This panel here. Yep, so this thing's now officially observed here. This includes Piney Grove, Center Ridge. Bring up the current radar. Piney Grove, Center Ridge, Pleasant Grove, Union. Let's see here. Walken, Dixon, Ponce de Leon, Douglas Crossroads. Let's see here. Bayou Crossing, Bounds Crossing, Hickory Hill. Yeah, you guys are in a tornado warning. Once again, that is now observed here. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain mainly over rural areas of central Walton and southwestern Holmes counties. So that's what they have. There's a lot of people. Look at how many people are watching that radar right now. 561 on this particular radar. Crazy. Oh, yeah, look at it. Yeah, we got a pretty good amount of rotation. Looks like that rotation right now is over by Center Ridge area. So right in here, it looks like that's where we're seeing the tornado there. Apparently it was observed here. But I don't really see any significant drops on correlation coefficient, which I'm wondering how they confirm that. Yeah, I don't know. But regardless, I mean, apparently the Weather Service thinks it's confirmed here, so that is, that's that. I mean, we got to treat it, obviously, as it's confirmed, so. Like I said, though, once again, if you know anybody out here, the rotation right now is out by Center Ridge, Florida. This is up here in the panhandle of Florida. So we have Piney Grove, Center Ridge, Pleasant Grove, Union in the warning here. Ponce de Leon, Bayou Crossing, Bounds Crossing, Hickory Hill, Argyle, Walken, Dixon, Douglas Crossroads, and Knox Hill. All of these areas are in that tornado warning. So we need you guys to be in your safe spots. If you have like I said, obviously a lot of places in Florida do not have basements or storm shelters. So, yeah, if you do somehow, go there. If not, go to the central interior portion on the lowest floor of, of your home. And if you're in a trailer, it would be recommended that you go and find a sturdier structure because trailers are not really, not really good for protection here. Let's see here. Is spring coming soon? We still got a little bit of winter. We still have all February and stuff to go through, unfortunately. I'm ready for it, though. I'm ready for it. I miss my storms, honestly. But anyways, just once again, heads up to you guys out here. Can we tell Mother Nature to north? It's allergic to... Huh? Allergic to snow, so she'll stop sending it to us. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, this storm covered a lot of areas. Like I said earlier, I think yesterday, there was over 200 million people that were involved in the warnings and stuff, which is crazy. Let's see. Carla says, how much do we have out here in Cincinnati? So let me pull it up real quickly, but I can't be away from that tornado warning for too long. Let me just look and see. You're up by, okay, why'd I look it up? I know where Cincinnati's at. Gotta hurry. It looks like we have about 8 inches or so out there as of right now. All right, we gotta hop back here. I gotta get back to that tornado warning here. Here, let's hop over here to this one. There we go. But yeah, so definitely, just like I said, be sure your guys are in your shelters out here. Once again, this includes Center Ridge, Pleasant Grove, Union, Let's see here: Walken, Argyle, Ponce de Leon, Douglas Crossroads, Bayou Crossing, Bound Crossing, and Hickory Hill. What's up, Grandma Julie? Good to see you. Saying scary stuff everywhere. It's definitely quite an active event here. I mean, we got literally everything going on with this storm here. We have, we have tons of ice. Tons of snow. We got sleet, freezing rain, snow, damaging winds, tornadoes. I mean, it literally like everything is all involved in this one storm here. It's crazy. But yeah, definitely is quite a nasty storm here. Anyway, so yeah, once again, this is observed here. This has been confirmed by radar. Let's see here, but once again, it will remain mainly over rural areas of central Walton, and southwestern Holmes counties here. So definitely keep an eye out there for that. Crystal, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it, my friend. That is really, really nice of you. You did not have to do that. Huge shout out goes to you, my friend. Thank you so much, Crystal. Thank you. Let's see here. Used to live the snow, and the system has been scary. Hold on. But this system has been scary with the snow, ice, and major wind. Yeah, it's been a pretty nasty one. My dad, he's up in Northern Virginia, and he was telling me how bad it was. Like, there was tons of sleet. I mean, like heavy sleet, like whiteout conditions. Apparently it's pretty crazy. He actually sent me some videos here. I don't know if I can actually show you guys. I mean, I could try to. But yeah, he said it's really bad out there. He had to go to work out in it, which is not very good. Here, I'll show you what he sent me. This is of him driving. Look, where's my camera? I keep forgetting where it's at. Hold up. Let me pull this up. Let me rewind a little bit and play this. There you go. This, I don't know if you can see that very well. This was my dad driving. You can just see the roads out there. I mean, just how bad they are. I mean, they are just covered. Yeah, he had to go to work in this. Literally had to go to work in all that mess. Which, I mean, is not good. I mean, definitely with the ice and stuff like that. Yeah, he's out in Northern Virginia, so he got a lot of the, a lot of the sleet. That's a lot what he's getting right now. So, anyways, but like I said, right now the main thing is making sure that you guys are in your safe spots here. Once again, we do have a confirmed tornado on the ground in the panhandle of Florida. Once again, right now, this is out by Pleasant Grove, Union, Center Ridge, Ponce de Leon, Bayou Crossing, Bounds Crossing, and Hickory Hill. So if you know anybody out there, give them a heads up. Let them know. Let's see here. Just doesn't look like that much too cold to check myself. Thank you for doing this for us, Mr. Andrew. Of course, no problem. You're very welcome. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. We'll keep y'all up to date with everything. Let's see. Crystal says it's 16 degrees here and snowing. We're under a level 2. Ooh, yeah, that is nasty stuff. No, thank you. I couldn't do it, man. I literally would just immediately die if I was introduced into that cold of air. I wouldn't make it. Like right now, it's 86, I think. Let's see. My weather station had. Here, let me pull it up real quickly. I think my station, we're 85.4 degrees out right now. It is a little bit warm, but it's actually gonna get cold down here. The front that's actually rolling through right now. The front right now is obviously where this tornado warning and stuff is. You can see the main line. This is your front. So everything above or ahead of this is all in the warm sector where it's, warmer and more moisture filled. And then behind this line here, you have a lot of cooler, more drier air building in. So, yeah. But you can see all these warnings here in effect that we still have. Obviously we do have, here, let's see. Let me pull up my little pen here. So this is all winter storm warnings. I mean, they exist for a lot of areas here. So obviously we have all kinds of winter storm warnings in effect still for Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, bits of northern Mississippi, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island. That's where we have a lot of those winter storm warnings as of right now. And of course, we do have a little bit of ice storm warnings in effect down here too, for northern Mississippi, northwest Alabama, a little bit of southwestern Tennessee. Even we have one little area here in southwestern Kentucky as well. And then, of course, we have, northern Georgia, central northern, kind of northwestern South Carolina, and like areas like western North Carolina here. Between 1/4 and 4/10 of an inch for this one. It is out by Morganton area. Let's see, Raleigh, we have a winter storm warning in effect here. This is additional snow and sleet accumulations up to 1/2 an inch. Ice accumulations of 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch here. Absolutely crazy. So, yeah, definitely a lot of ice is involved here with the system. I mean, this is just one heck of a storm here. One heck of a storm. But once again, everybody, we are watching a confirmed tornado on the ground here in the panhandle of Florida. We're keeping a close eye on this one here. Once again, it has been observed. It's been detected by radar. We have Center Ridge, Union, Pleasant Grove, Bayou Crossing, Bounds Crossing, Hickory Hill, Ponce de Leon, Douglas Crossroads, and Knox Hill included here. So, anyways, that is that. 6.8 degrees here in central Connecticut. No, dude. No, that's too cold. What the heck? Let's see here. Staying in with Hulu and hot chocolate. That's honestly not a bad plan. Monster says, am I doing zip codes? I can. Absolutely. Yeah, if you want me to do a zip code for you, I'll be more than happy to help. But anyways. But yeah, definitely, once again, my folks up here in Panhandle, Florida, if you know anybody here, once again, heads up. This expires in about 17 minutes or so. If I pull up correlation coefficient here, we'll actually look here at this. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Let's hop on back here. But it looks like I don't really see any debris signatures per se. But definitely, I mean, the National Weather Service have put as observed. So definitely, we still, any tornado warning, I don't care if it's observed or not, we still need to treat them equally. We need to be in our shelters regardless of their status. But as of right now, I do not really see any debris signatures per se in this, which, I mean, could be a good thing, but still, we need you guys in your safe spots. See, absolutely doing the same. But here we have popcorn, chips, and salsa. Wait, popcorn and chips and salsa? Are you eating them both? Please don't tell me you're eating them both together. that doesn't sound very good. I love chips and salsa, and I love popcorn, but together doesn't really sound very good. Oh my goodness. Goodness. All right, let's hop over here. But once again, yeah, we have about 16 minutes left on that particular warning there. All right, let me pull up the precipitation type. Yeah, we got a lot of sleet going on right now. Looks like maybe a little bit of freezing rain starting to mix up here in like Virginia. So, Queen of Chaos says, Andrew, thank you for keeping us all weather aware and covering all this crazy weather. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. Chris says, sending snow your way, Andrew. Thank you. I would love to see snow again. Don't get me wrong, but the cold air, I don't miss at all. Not one bit. If I was inside with the wood stove going where it's warm, then absolutely. So, let's see. All right, so Monster, I got you. Let me pull up your zip code here really quickly. So you, my friend, are up in New Jersey. I'm sure you know that, but you do have, let's see, additional snow accumulations, snow and sleet accumulations up to 2 inches, ice accumulations up to 0.2 of an inch. Winds gusting as high as 35 miles an hour. So that's what the latest has. It seems like a lot of sleet starting to build in. A lot of the snow is kind of rolled through. But we are definitely still seeing some precipitation, some heavy sleet out there. So keep it out there for that, as it definitely could be quite impactful. So, Andrew, one kid wanted chips. Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you're eating those together, like, I pictured you eating both chips and salsa and popcorn at the same time. I'm like, that doesn't really go together very well. But no, that makes sense. I get it. Anyways, oh shoot, we got a new tornado warning here in effect. South of Dothan, Alabama. This is for Cottonwood. Let's see here. Slocum, Hartford, Black, Taylor, Malvern, Rehoboth, I think it is. Cowarts and Asheville, or sorry, Ashford. Where'd I get Asheville out of that one? Let's see here. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Hartford, or 11 miles northwest of Graceville, moving east at 50 miles an hour. Hazard tornado. Source radar indicated rotation. So, as of now, it is a radar indicated threat, meaning that radar has detected rotation within the storm. Yeah, so we'll definitely keep an eye out there for that. So right now it looks like that rotation's out just southeast of Hartford, just slightly southwest of Slocum over here, which is tracking eastward once again towards Rehoboth, Malvern, Taylor, Madrid, Cottonwood, Ashford, and cohorts there. So, anyways, new tornado warning in Alabama. Yeah, that's the one we're looking at here. Unless you put that before I noticed it, which I didn't see or not. Chris says, I'm happy we just got snow, not ice. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But, yeah, I mean, it's definitely good that you were out of a lot of that ice there. Let's see. I'd be a popcorn kid. Cheese popcorn. Oh, cheese popcorn's good. I had that a lot as a kid. It was really good. Queen says, but thanks to you, one kid dipped popcorn in salsa and said, "Tell Andrew it's yummy." No, ew. That's funny though. Holy cow. I couldn't do that. Nope. It just doesn't sound right. Popcorn and salsa. I mean, you do you. Let's see here. James says, "Thanks for what you do." No problem, dude. I got you. Yeah, like I said, we're here for you guys. I mean, if there's anything you guys need, if there's any zip code forecast or anything like that you guys need, I mean, just let me know. We're here for you. I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date with everything here. I mean, we've been covered a lot of this storm. I mean, we've been really talking about this storm for a while. I mean, it feels like we've been talking about this storm for like a month at this point. It's crazy. And then once this goes through and once it quiets down a little bit, it's gonna be like going from heavy coverage to just silence, which is oddly it's weird. Ooh, hold on a minute. We actually got a report of damaging winds here out by Enterprise. 66 mile an hour wind gust was observed in Enterprise, Alabama, on that storm there. So that's what I'm saying. Another thing on top of the tornado threat here that we currently have, we also got to watch out for like damaging winds here as well. So, Crystal says, "Is the snow going to end tonight?" For some areas, yeah. You're out in Ohio, right? So yeah, I mean, yeah. Honestly, it should be ending. It should be ending later on. It should be out by pretty much this evening for you guys. It'll be out of the country by pretty much later morning tomorrow. Although there could still be some lingering snow, as you can see on the panel here, which I'll just bring up. I'll make it bigger for you guys. There could be some lingering snow from the northeast here. After the event, you can kind of see this is a little bit of a detached part of the storm, which could linger a little bit longer. But yeah, I mean, definitely the main mass should be out by then. Which, I mean, I just noticed Nova Scotia is even going to get some of the snowfall here. Let's see here. When will it be over for Central North Carolina, says Ashes? Good question, my friend. So the models have a lot of it. The main mass will be out of Central North Carolina by pretty much by midnight here tonight. Although a couple of hours in the early morning, there could still be some showers. But literally, it should be out by sunrise tomorrow. Just everything will be gone by then. So, yeah, you can kind of see. But yeah, I mean, we're supposed to be getting a bit more like freezing rain to occur out here. Which, I mean, you can see that we have, quite a bit of freezing rain for like central North Carolina here. Right, this shows right around 7 p.m. tonight. But like I mentioned, by midnight, everything should be broken up by now. So. Chris says, "Good, I'm done with winter." Yeah. I hear you. This is gonna make a lot of people done with winter. Absolutely. Yeah, it can be pretty brutal. This, like I said, this was a pretty good storm. I mean, it brought a lot of snow for a lot of places. That's the thing. Is just how big the storm was how crazy it was. I mean, it had so many different impacts. Ice and snow, mostly, of course. But just the sheer amount of people that it covered is ridiculous. I mean, it covered so many people here. I do want to bring up this real quickly. I want to go ahead and show you guys something here. Let me pull up Pivotal Weather for a minute, because I do want to show you guys the observations here. We'll do observed snowfall. So, I mean, yeah, here you go. You can just kind of see how much we've gotten here, just from the system. Now, this is not fully up to date, of course, but you can see where it started and, just how much snow we've gotten out of the system. And that's a broad area. And not to mention, that's just where the snow was. The ice was a lot further south. I mean, there's a lot more people involved in the ice, which, just the sheer area here that's included, like I said, it's just absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Anyways, let's get back to these tornado warnings here real quickly. Once again, we have 2 tornado warnings in effect. One up here in the Panhandle of Florida. This includes Hickory Hill, Bounds Crossing, Bayou Crossing, and Ponce de Leon. This one is back down to radar indicated again. But we have 7 minutes on the warning here, so heads up to you guys. We have another tornado warning in effect, radar indicated for extreme southeastern Alabama, including Hartford, Slocum, Malvern, Rehoboth, Taylor. Let's see here, Cottonwood, Ashford, and Cowarts. You guys are included in that warning there. So, anyways, Asha says, thank you, Andrew. No problem. You're very welcome. Let's see here. Yeah, I agree, Crystal. It needs to stop. I'm so tired of all of this winter weather. I mean, I'm not even in it. I'm in Central Florida, and I'm not even in this mess right now, and I don't like it. Ooh, hold on. We got an additional report out by Enterprise. Hold on. Emergency management reported a blown transformer in Batten's community. Wow. So that's in Coffee County, Alabama. Apparently we have blown transformers that have been reported out there. That's up by Enterprise. Goodness, dude. But anyways, yeah, like I said, just guys, please be careful. Oh, we have a new extension on that warning here. This includes Caryville, Bonifay, and Chipley. You guys are in that here. So heads up to y'all out there. Let's see here. Queen says, let's see, 15445. I would love to know how much longer this will last and what to expect tomorrow. Thank you. You're very welcome. Let me pull it up for you. Let's hop on over here. Okay, so you're up in Pennsylvania. We have a winter storm warning in effect. So, here's what they say. Snow and ice expected. Total snow and sleet accumulation between 9 and 16 inches. Ice accumulations of 0.2 of an inch expected in Preston and Tucker counties. So that's what they have for you. It looks like it's starting to transition into maybe a little bit of sleet. I mean, you'd have to see. That's just what the radar shows. It looks like it's starting to pick up as a little bit of sleet here. But yeah, that is that. Now, you wanted to know how much longer this would last. So let's bring up the models. Let's hop you guys back over here. And we'll go ahead and pull up the precipitation type here. So, for you, my friend, so you're in southwestern Pennsylvania. So, it seems like a lot of it ends. This shows at like 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, by midnight or so. It should mostly be out. There could still be some lingering snow showers and stuff like that by then. But anyways, it looks like it's going to start snowing again. You're right on the line to where you have the sleet, the freezing rain, and the snow. So you're probably just going to be seeing a lot of snow mixing in with, a lot of wintry mix as well. It's probably just going to be like a whole bunch of everything. Sleet, snow, freezing rain potentially. So yeah, but like I mentioned, all of this should be out by midnight tonight for the most part. There could be still a few lingering showers after, but the main mass, you can see the main part of the system will be out by midnight. So hopefully that helps. Anyways, yeah, if you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to ask here. We're gonna hop back down here to the south. So Honestly, you guys, I mean, we do have quite a bit of activity started. Oh, we have a new tornado warning up by Dothan. Wow. Okay, we have one for Headland, Mackenzie. Let's see here. Also, Webb and Columbia. This one's observed. Holy cow. That's not good. I mean, it went straight from nothing to observed. That means it probably started doing something before even a warning was out, which is not good. Wait, is that a debris signature right there? That sure is. Look at that. See that little ball there? That is a debris signature. So that is confirming a tornado out by Pleasant Plains, tracking right towards Pleasant Plains, Williams, Sigma, and Columbia. So flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. So make sure you guys are in your safe spot there. Yeah, it does look like we have a little bit of tornadic debris, which is why they put it confirmed here. Queen says, perfect. Thank you so much. No problem. You're very welcome. But anyway, so yeah, that's that. So be sure you guys are in your safe spot. Yeah, we're starting to pile up the tornado warnings at this point in time. We have a lot of them in effect for extreme southeastern Alabama. Wow, we have another damage report coming through. What's this one? Resident called out about storm damage at their property. 72 CR 607 Elba 36323. This was at Coffee County, Alabama, from an emergency manager. Wow. Seems like it got really bad out by Enterprise. I mean, we had that 66 mile an hour wind gust here. AWAS station reported a 66 mile an hour wind gust. I mean, that's like almost significant winds. Definitely considered damaging, of course. But I mean, yeah, we have two reports of damage coming through out by Enterprise. It seems like they got really hit hard. Crazy storm in January. Yeah, quite a storm. I could say that for sure. Let's see. I gotta get ready for an early dinner. It smells like mac and cheese. Ooh, that sounds good. You're gonna make me hungry while I'm doing this. But anyways, enjoy it, Kala. Is it Kala or Kala? But anyways. All right, so heads up, once again, here in Florida, we do have the other tornado warning out by Bonifay, Chipley, and Caryville. Radar indicated rotation on this one. Then, of course, the one for also extreme southeastern Alabama for Cottonwood, Madrid, Rio Beth, Taylor, Slocum, Hartford, and Black. We have, let's see, this one is a radar indicated threat as well. And, of course, the one up to the north here for Columbia, Webb, Kinsey, Headland, and Cowarts. We have a radar confirmed tornado on this one, too. So that one's confirmed. That marks the second confirmed tornado that we've seen so far since we've been live. Kala, like you're calling on the phone. Okay, that works. Let's see here. Free thinking says it just started raining here. Let's see, is that line being closer now? Let me check. So yeah, let me pull you up over here real quickly. So, you're right here. It looks like we're having a little bit of kind of light to moderate precipitation before the main line. We can see the heavier stuff over here. So this is that main line. You're just kind of seeing a little bit of precipitation right now. Right now, you're not under any danger or anything like that. Okay, let's play that in motion here. You can see everything just kind of working its way towards you here. Which, everything's kind of going to the east, slightly northeast here. Yeah, I mean, give it a little bit of time, you'll be in that heavy stuff here. But yeah, as of right now, it's just a little bit of a light moderate precipitation. A lot of school closing. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that's out. It's crazy. We got another report coming through in that area. Wow, dude. Look at this. We just keep getting reports. Ham radio operator reported an all-in credit union sign blown over. Oh, wow. Dude, I think Enterprise is... Something happened out in Enterprise because there is like a lot of reports coming through. Once again, we had that 66-mile-an-hour wind gust reported. We have that one of reported storm damage. We have another one of reported transformers blown, and then we have another one over here reported of a sign blown over. Like, that's pretty crazy. What's up, Calvin? Good to see you. Free Thinking says thank you. Yep, no problem. Very, very welcome. Wow, what a storm, man. I mean, that's just wild. You know, just all of the stuff that's going on right now. I mean, just all at once. You know, the snow, the sleet, the freezing rain, the damaging winds that we're having here being reported, the tornadoes that are being confirmed. I mean, this is a heck of a storm. What do we get? 40-mile-an-hour winds over here in Mesonet Station. Christian Village reported a wind of 40 miles an hour. It's a non-thunderstorm wind gust. Wow. So the winds must be really picking up here. On my my weather station, they've been picking up quite a bit. Today we had a 20-mile-an-hour wind gust. It's the biggest that I've seen on my weather station here so far. Let's see. It shows right now the pressure for me. Oh yeah, pressure's dropping. It's 1,013 millibars outside right now. Humidity right where I'm at is 54%. Wind speed right now is at 4 miles an hour. Max winds I've reported within the last hour, 16 miles an hour. Temperature 84, dew point 66. So it's a little muggy outside. Let's see here. Lucky in Houston, we avoid the freezing rain. That's good. That's good. Yeah, a lot of people were worried it was going to be like the, for you guys, the event, it would be like you guys saw back in 21, apparently. That really bad ice storm. So you guys really kind of lucked out on that for sure. But anyways, all right, let's hop on back over here, you guys. All right, so we have these warnings still in effect. These expired. That one expires in 12 minutes. These two expire in 27 minutes here. So, y'all be sure to stay safe out there. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to break this coverage up into different sections. I'm going to go live again later tonight. I'm probably going to roll off here soon. I got a few things I want to go ahead and get done here around the house. But I will be back later tonight for some more coverage for you guys. We'll probably be back sometime maybe around 10, 11 o'clock p.m. It'll be kind of later on, and that'll be, when the storm's exiting the Northeast, so I'll be covering the final moments of the system here. But, for now, I think I'm going to roll off here, get some stuff down or get some stuff done here. But if y'all did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button. It'll be greatly appreciated. Let's see, the issue tonight for Houston is a hard freeze. Yeah, a lot of people are getting a really cold night tonight. So, yeah, definitely want to bundle up. It's going to be pretty ridiculous, honestly. Really, really cold stuff here. But if there's any final questions or anything like that before I roll off, guys, feel free to let me know. All right, see you later, Samuel. Thanks for joining, man. But anyways, yeah, like I said, we'll probably be back later on tonight. This is showing 8 p.m. here, so let's do 9, 10, 11. So we'll probably be coming back live around this part of the storm. Whenever it's kind of up in the Northeast, we'll do exclusive Northeast coverage, and then, like I said, all this should be done by pretty much tomorrow morning. So we'll have one more coverage to do with you guys on the system here, and all that fun stuff. But, all right, everybody. Well, thank you all for joining. You guys take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Please be careful out there. Please stay safe and all that stuff. And, all right, everybody. We'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, my friends. See ya later on.